So initially, when this pump was busted, I had to take off this thing back and forth to use the toilet. Because there's a hole here where you have to press this. Now, while I had it on here, it fell off and break. Now, every time I have to use this to flush. Now, every time I go. Now, I'm not going to clear. No, don't show my face.
Okay.
I'm not going to clear this again. Because when the super initially came back, he says that it was because when I told him about the guys in the ID, he said, oh, he was on holidays. It was filled like this, and he asked me to unplunge. He brought in a plunger. Where's that plunger?
Right there, right there.
No, not that one. That was the first time he came. Second time he brought another plunger to keep it done. So when he brought that plunger, I unplugged it, clear it. But then the water, as you can see, is now coming up. So he says there's something with the water pump. He'll come back the next day and replace it. The next day he didn't come. I waited all day. The next day he didn't show. And I saw him down the office and I spoke to him. He says he'll send a worker to fix it. Then he sent a worker up with a pump. The first pump he sent up didn't work. Then he came, went back down, got another pump, and he changed it. Once he did that, I went to flush, went to the bathroom, and as soon as I did this, this old thing just came shooting the water all the way up. And it just stinks. So he says he's going to send someone back. He sent back the same guy. That day he sent him was the day I was sick as hell. And all I saw was somebody there with a pump in their hand, but he doesn't have a lid. So every time I'm supposed to press this to flush the toilet, so he didn't have a lid. He didn't have nothing to clean up all this. So and I said, what are you doing? How much times are you going to come back for the same thing? He says he'll get the super to come back. The super has not come back. And that's what I've actually been dealt with for the past 6 to 8 months. And we'll attach this to the Landlord and Tenant Tribunal, because for you to deny me service because I filed so much complaint about housing repairs and maintenance and safety issues, you would deny me the basic necessity of life, which is to use a toilet. We have the Landlord and Tenant Tribunal to investigate and to file a claim, and the human rights and Toronto Community Housing. We can't ask them to investigate none. The city was in this morning, and we have to congregate all this for them. God bless them. So the tiles, because it was painted over, I thought I was going to put the same other tiles on this. So I had to put these things on here. And the individual came, these are Turkestan. They've been here a year, and yet they are getting jobs. And as you can see, this is my pantry cupboard. And what he's done is he has sealed it in. I don't know how someone can seal in people's doors. We just sent an email for them to come and remove it, and they have not come. So we have to remove it ourselves, and we're asking Alvin to come and fix it. How could you have sealed up what you see clearly? There's a door. Anybody can see. It's like sealing up my bathroom door. So, now still, because I'm looking for a receipt for someone that might be in here. This is what the contractors have done at Toronto Community Housing. Someone would seal up the door, and these are the contractors. That was done. Now, also, you see on the video when I asked the gentleman why they didn't come back the next day, he said, oh, they had to give the tiles time to dry. But what he didn't realize when he told that lie, and you have to keep the phone down. Take a look here. These are the tiles in the kitchen. Back over here. So, those same tiles were done by these same people. And they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to wait for it to dry. So this is me trying to get in my pantry door, and housing will in turn say, I am the one who damaged it. Now see my Maya just put on the knife. So what would you suggest now?
I think you probably need to loosen it up at the bottom more. So this security camera here protects this residence.
The smell of cat urine. Welcome to my house, bitch!
And it's connected by a wire. And when they installed the tiles in the baseboarding, they did not put the wire back. And the wire is exposed. It's all exposed over here. And it is able to be chewed up by the cats. This is one wire, and if this breaks, then it's going to be a huge hassle to fix, and that can put the security camera out of commission, which is protecting this resident. So this needs to be reinforced.
And then here. Issues. We had to dig this out here. Housing was supposed to repair that. Over on this side here, we had to put a hole in the wall. And then the eater, when we had to take them off because of the mouse issues, they were supposed to come and repair it. They have not come in. We have sent so much contractors, but no one has dealt with it. And these are the issues we address with the city.